Let's make them count.
Careful! Ramrock will want his dragon intact! Don't think you'll get it out of here! I'll spit you around like a spinning wheel!
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
Let's play! Stop right there! You made a mistake! That's fun! The lamb rejoices! Shall
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
Revelio. Accio. This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
This way.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg.
Card?
I don't know.
Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fight. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be...
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to...
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Revelio.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
They come after me, rest in 10 graves.
Leviosa. There. I'm not going to hurt you. Accio. Revelio. This looks intriguing. Assignment's all finished. Glacius, Defendo, Confringo. Confringo. Accio. Levioso. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I am hoping she may be easier on me if...
Excellent. It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Haunt.
I completed your assignment, Professor.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people.
Is this something we should be...
Better for you to learn it in school, where we can instruct you properly as to its use. Now, you must be precise in your wand movement. Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile. Well done. Now, let us put it into practice. So, excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control. Textbook execution.
Professor?
Yes.
Apologies, Professor.
Imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented
Revelio.
blue powder.
Failed again. Can't thank you enough for helping to save the village.
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
If it's all right with you, I'd rather not say. At least not at the moment.
Understood. We all have our secrets. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Я бы не отдавал вообще яйцо дракона. Жалко, вырастить нельзя. Так, к тебе зайти. Угу. Фуфло. Опа. Фуфло. Фуфло. Ничего. Тоже ничего. Тоже ничего. Так. Что? Остальное всё продать. Все продать.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you
Что-то
again.
квестов больше никаких нет. Ну и ладно. Все-таки обязательно. Обязательно квесты. Угу. Никуда ты меня ведешь? А, вот сюда. Ясно.
Really should look into gillyweed, although I'd still need to swim.
Ты что здесь делаешь?
Going for a swim?
Goodness, no. Though I'm beginning to think I really should learn how to swim. Can't very well be liaison to the mer people if I don't know how to swim.
You're a liaison to the mer people.
Well, not technically, no. At least not yet. I'm Nerida, by the way. Nerida, we didn't officially meet, but we
Yes, of course. Good to see you.
And you.
You seem quite interested in mer people.
I am. And there is misunderstood and I feel that if goblins and centaurs have liaison officers at the ministry.
I'm impressed. I think reaching out to the mer people is a grand.
You do? Oh, thank you. I presented them with a gift a few weeks ago, and they wanted to leave me one as well. I tried telling them I couldn't swim, but I'm afraid that bit...
Well, I can swim and could help.
You'd really do that? The last thing I want is for them to think I'd shunned their gift. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think you can...
Мне кажется, она это... того. Чуть-чуть чокнутая. Ой, видите, внешний вид. Что-то не очень мне хочется тратить на это время. Прикол.
Revelio.
Опа.
Revelio. So this is the underground harbor. Revelio. Revelio.
Never thought I'd witness Sebastian lose a duel.
Book Professor Weasley asked me.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Professor Weasley asked me to, get...
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you...
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue. Hence, I have created a small quiz. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The golden snidget.
Correct! The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done! The tale of the three brothers involves which magic...
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct! According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the quaffle. When a chaser throws the quaffle, true or false, Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be... Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put... If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, and I won't be giving you any more
I'm sorry. I don't have time.
Let me know if you change your mind. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this.
Want to test your knowledge on some more...
I'm sorry. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Reading can be as magical as any spell. Why can't students see that?
No, next time. That's all.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
I heard Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her test answers into an owl from cheating.
Taking owls a bit too literally, if you ask me.
Beautiful.
Goodness.
Settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do. Beautifully done. Class is dismissed. And remember, now is not the time to ease off your studying. You elves will be here before you know it.
Revelio.
It warms my heart to see your interest in biology, dare I say, blossom.
You wanted to discuss my progress?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in, and frankly, excelling in your schoolwork.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm not certain I need...
And I'm certain you would not have been as successful without them. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure. Deke tells me you captured a unicorn and brought it back to the Room of Requirement. Protecting so rare a beast is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished. Were your meetings with Professor Black's house elf and exploration of various caves down by...
Not at all. I was, intrigued by stories of a giant squid and wanted to learn more. I encountered Scrope.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure... Until then, well done. You are dismissed. If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy... Glad to see you were paying close attention to my demonstration of the transformation spell.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
I remember our meet mentioning something about gobbledygook.
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the Catacomb.
I came as soon as I could.
I've been so distracted by the scriptorium and Slytherin's book that this is the view painted on the canvas that was left.
That's incredible.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine.
Do you think there's a connection?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it.
We need to see what they're doing.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
Revelio.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
Wouldn't mind a plum job at Gringotts.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we can fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose.
Perhaps we can find an alternate route up ahead.
Sneaking around has its appeal.
For better or for worse, we're in. Revelio. It's no Dallas. This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accident. Now I see why.
Revelio. I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
How nice of you to
Bombarder. Bombarder.
Let's get this
How many Ranrock's loyalists are in here? Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want. Revelio. Confringo.
That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
Revelio. Guardian Leviosa. Revelio. It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Places. Confringo. Revelio.
That bridge has seen better days.
Revelio. Reparo. Revelio. Springo. Glacier. Defendo. Accio. Incendio. Glacier. Defendo. Revelio. Confringo.
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared Lumos.
Confringo.
Lumos.
Lumos. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not
Bombarda!
What will lead us to victory?
We're not finished yet.
Call that spell casting?
Rebellion. I don't know why Gryffindors get credit for bravery. We Slytherins are teeming with it. And we're Incendio! Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. I wouldn't be surprised. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Wasn't expecting that.
Revelio. Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, what do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas...
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her...
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no...
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the Keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
His are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the trip. This place is odd, to be sure. But I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts. And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Should we head there now? Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
Someone who knows Ranrock personally. They asked me not to mention their name to anyone.
A goblin? Tell me I'm wrong. You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath from...
Oh, I know Unbelievable.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Bombarda.
I miss the old.
When our war is over, goblins will rule over wizards and...
I won't rest until you're dead.
We'll reclaim what is rightfully ours. Not your best moment, I fear.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still... As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we finish.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
That's it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Bombarda! Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
This room is taller than it looks. Finding a chest in an inconspicuous lock. Brilliant.
Confringo. Bombarda. Bodega. Revelio. Confringo. Bombarda. Revelio.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd.
Bombarda. Confringo. Depulso.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Bombarda! We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. Confringo! Bombarda! Accio! Way across. Revelio. Incendio. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Accio. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Rickety bone bridge complete. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. There's something here by the altar.
What did you find?
Confringo. Bombarda. Revelio. Bombarda.
Did you hear that?
Revelio. We're in the tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Accio. Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. Hold on to that diary entry. Then
it does mention something else.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room.
Of course.
Brilliant. There's more to this than I imagined. Look, either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Guardian Leviosa.
You've done it. I knew we'd get through.
Revelio.
I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach.
Where did you learn the Imperial?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. There we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Revelio. Confringo. Bombardo.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Confringo.
This looks different from what it was before. Now we're also dealing with wound
Accio. Confringo. Bombardo. Bombardo. Repulsor. Glacius. Defender.
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it? Revelio. Confringo.
Some of these stone tablets have two symbols. That has
Accius. Revelio. Glacius. Incendio. Confringo. Revelio.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time. Confringo. Revelio.
Perhaps we need to pull the handles in the order of the symbols on the tablets.
Leviosa. Accio. That worked. Keep going. Leviosa. Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place. That worked. Keep going.
Ringo.
Not sure what I did to deserve that.
There's a victory that came none too soon. Ugh. For a moment there, I thought it'd never end. Confringo. Bombarda. Confringo. Revelio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Accio. Sebastian, the relic. Look. Could it be? Revelio. The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea.
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake. I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret. Especially from my uncle. Is that ominous? Ominous! The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong. Something has to. I need your help.
Sebastian's right. We need...
I'm sorry. My mind is...
Are you willing to sacrifice...
I might be. How could I choose to stand by?
What if the choice wasn't yours? You wouldn't be to blame.
What in the world are you suggesting? Imperium?
Now that you say it out loud, it sounds absurd. But we allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this...
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium.
You're not ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? Mine.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Well, what happened?
I'll explain on the way. Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs
Rebellion.
a moment with you and change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance. That the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word. Rebellion.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand.
Accio.
It's going to worry him all over again.
Rebellion.
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry. Rebellion.
Let's get this.
We'll make them.
Incendio! Accio!
Release me! To the right! Windows! Got him!
They're closing in!
haven't had mushroom stew. How dare you?
Levioso!
Blizzard, the Knights will not win here.
Everything.
Mind!
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin...
There was little time to react, but it was an
I acted in the moment. I shall make my uncle see reason. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister. You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while.
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot...
Sebastian acted rashly, but he acted out of instinct to save Anne.
Out of instinct? With an unforgivable curse? This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our enemies. What Sebastian... That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You... Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are... If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you... Why, Sebastian?
Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you...
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine.
I would appreciate a little help, if you've a moment.
Ah. Confringo, Bovada. Revelio. A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped.
Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd...
How else did he expect...
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational Damn Bragbor and his blasted...
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned.
What do you mean,
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted. Ranrock recruited others to help me We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald...
A good castle.
That is where we began us.
Why does Ranrock care so much?
He cares about what they... For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language.
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written...
What written plans? And why can't you...
We need some idea of what ran, and I'm unable to join you because All you need to do is not be seen.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
He's looking at us.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
We need to break its line of sight somehow.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality.
Revelio.
A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
These machines operate on steam. Interesting.
Incendio.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Accio. Revelio.
I've read about mines like this.
Accio.
Seeing one is something else altogether.
You need to be careful, as I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least.
Accio. You can't stop us.
Incendio.
Deadly noises. What's a shoot? Much too slow.
Incendio.
If you see the human, attack. I won't rest. Dead.
Revelio.
More than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word. Accio. Revelio. We're being watched. By a door. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Accio. Confringo. Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic.
Revelio.
I can't quite make it out. Curious. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Confringo! Depulsor!
Your acrobatics will only postpone the inevitable.
Accio! Bombarder! Confringo!
Fascinating to see gobbledygook
Revelio.
written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here. If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Sworn.
Why such arrogance?
Incendio! Confringo! Bombarder! Depulsor! Incendio!
Rather unwise coming back this way.
Glacier! Incendio!
I won't rest until
I've been fighting since before you were born. Your spells glance off of me. No! Incendio! Glacier! Defender! Accio! Incendio! Bombarder! Protego!
How childish!
Stupid!
I'll get you for this!
Accio! Rebellion! Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Glacier! Defender! Incendio!
Another schematic.
Revelio!
What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Accio! Revelio! Revelio! Not an entanglement we need right now. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos!
Accio.
Ranrock's vision of goblins ruling over wizards will be fulfilled.
Have yourself. If you're there. Rubber works at Gringotts. You're like rather unwise coming back this way. Someone's been taken out.
Incendio. Accio. Stego.
You are terribly up.
Tracy. Defender. Itchy.
Not quite. I won't rest. Was that your best? I will make Bombarder.
Incendio.
Descendo.
Glacius. Confringo. Confringo. Bombarder.
How many of them are there?
Revelio. That should be the last of them, I'll eat. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. I think I've found all the plans. I'd best keep looking. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could
Revelio.
contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodcock what we found.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about what...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind...
Understood? Your goblin secrets are safe with me. But... without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be so...
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle...
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views...
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch when I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lord Gok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl